Hello, good morning everyone. In the previous video, we learnt about how to draw cycloid. Now we'll going to see, rather going to draw the epicycloid. Okay, when rather it is a locus of a point on the circumference of a rolling circle, which rolls without sliding or slipping outside another circle, and that circle is called as directing circle. So it shows a curve like this, epicycle. Okay. In further few more minutes you'll understand how to draw epicycloid. Okay. Now here I have a problem with me, that is draw an epicycloid with a rolling circle diameter as 60, which is the smaller one, and the directing circle diameter is 160 mm, over which the circle rolling circle is rolling over. Okay, the case might be like this: a directing circle is this, and rolling circle could be like this. So it is moving over this, and this point of contact is making an arc over here. So from center we could see that this arc could be like this, almost like this. So it will show you epicycloid type of curve. Okay, so in this actually, as we are having rolling circle diameter, then we are having a formula for finding out the arc which we need, like this angle we are going to find out. Okay, so the formula for that is pi into small d is equal to r into theta, capital R into theta, and this theta we need to find out. So theta is equal to pi into d upon r, right? So here pi into 60, and r is actually the radius of this diameter, so it is 80, right? And through this we can find out it as 3 pi by 4, and the value comes as 135 degrees. Okay, so this is the angle we need to take for the arc. Okay, now just mark any point O over here, and take in your rounder as the radius of directing circle, that is 80 mm, right? So 80 mm in your rounder, and draw one arc like this. Okay, randomly. Right, after this join any point. I am just joining randomly this line, rather extending this line. Okay, so this is the point we are considering as the contact point of our rolling circle. Okay, so now rolling circle diameter is 60 mm, so I am taking the radius of 30 in my rounder, and on that same line I am putting the center of that circle and drawing another circle through this. Okay, so this is your rolling circle. Okay, right? Now we need to divide this circle into 12 equal parts. Till then I'll just mark 135 mm from here. Okay, so how can I mark 135? Just see, from this center, coincide it at the center, and through this. Okay, so this is 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, and then 135. Okay, yes, all of you can see this. So it's 135 over here. Now join these 2 points, and it should cut the arc. So this will complete your arc of 135, right? Now divide your circle into 12 equal parts. Okay, how will you divide? So just mark the perpendicular to this line from the center. You just have to roll through this point up to this and it will give you center, another center line. Okay, now you can directly mark, as you have the radius in your rounder, so mark 12 points from all the sides. This side. Okay, now join these. Rather, instead of joining, you just extend over here. So if this is your contact point P, simply then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and this is the 12, right? Now just extend these points. Okay, 1 till 1 you can take in your rounder, and that arc should pass through 11 also. Okay, so you have to extend like this. So now take up to 2 and your arc should pass through 10 also, then 3. Okay, so it's like this, 3 and through 9 it should pass, then 4 to 8, and then last one is, sorry, second last one is 5 to 7, and then 6 1. Okay, so this is the arc, last one of 6. Now just extend this line up to that end arc. Okay, now what to do is, major task is divide this 135 degrees into 12 equal parts. Okay, how will you divide? So for this you need 135 divided by 12. So what exactly it comes? 11 point 11.25 something, 2425 something. Okay, so I am just marking the angle over here, one of the angles, and then I'll just mark those from here. Sorry. Okay, so it's 12. Here it, if it sorry, 11 point something, so at somewhat at center of it. Okay, so this is the line for the reference, and I will take the same distance for further every, just a minute, like this. Okay, and that lines, that divisions we need to extend up to only center. Okay, like this. So this is our center line. Now just take the distance of this much in your rounder and mark. For the next all points, it should be 12 divisions. Okay, and then okay, maybe somewhat extra one. So now just join those lines. Like this. Okay, okay, so this is CO, C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8, C9, C10, C11 and 12. Okay, then just After dividing this, take the distance of radius distance, that is this one in your rounder, up to C1. Okay, and from C1 just cut the arc on 1, so this will give you 1, and from C2 on 2, C3, 3, C4, 4, C5, 5, C6, 6, C7, C8, C9, C10, C10, and C11 on the same line almost, and 12 could be at the exactly at the center here. Okay, so your curve should be like this. If it is not coming exactly, somewhat is wrong, but you can adjust over there. Okay, like this. Okay, by correcting it, just mark it over here and adjust this. So this will complete your epicycloid. Okay, and then at the end you have to darken this line only, this line also. So this will complete your total epicycloid, and then somewhat darken the whole arc like this. Thank you.